Wow, another Monday, another edition of this magazine sports show. Sporty Monday, of course, we have lots of content lined up for you from Turkey to Amsterdam, back to Nairobi and to Kisumu. It's a cocktail of events and you don't want to miss that, of course. My name is Isaac Swila. Steve Shitera has decided to be away. He is in Dubai for the record. He's swimming. Jacob is here. A breather, but of course you can see I have able panelists. Let me begin with Freddy Arocho.
Yes.
Hujambo?
Sura mbaya safi, si jambo, nimetulia, weekend safi. Na natumai wiki hii nitakuwa Western Kenya.
Utakuwa Western Kenya. Today you are in red.
Yes, no. I'm in Adidas.
In Adidas, but
simply because my sponsor and my agent Manyala said that we need to be in this.
Okay. Zitaji Moi?
Nimeona Arocho started with Kiswahili na nashangaa Kiswahili si mdomo chake, but anyway, I'm doing great. The weekend has been very good. I am so happy to share this platform with two of my friends wenye sikuwa nao kijiweni. That is always the show in Citizen Radio.
Yes.
And Kianda, unajua tukiwa huko mambo uchamuka sana. I hope pia leo hapa kutachamuka vizuri.
That's the leading radio network.
Yes.
Central Africa.
Yes.
Yeah. Beki wa kupanda na kushuka.
Yes.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Asante sana.
Debut program, right?
No. Nimekuja nafikiri mara mbili.
Mara mbili.
Kwa hiyo natokelezea kwa mara ya tatu.
So utapromosha Kiswahili ama utakuwa
nitachanganya.
Utachanganya.
Hata ni pia naweza pia kuweka Kifaransa. Haina shida, lakini nashukuru kwa kunialika. Imekuwa ni weekend ambayo iko na shughuli nyingi za michezo, sana Rising Stars ambao nafikiri tutagusia. Asante.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
John Kianda.
Yes.
How are you, daddy?
Niko fit. Zito niogopa nini? Sindo mbaya.
Nimesema kuchemuka.
Na huyu Arocho atuambia kwa Shabana ama KCB.
Tuko kote.
Atangaza msimamo.
Namuona kwa uwanja. Akipiga maselfie hivi akiambia wasee nini akichangamsha game ya Shabana. Sasa utangaze msimamo. KCB kwanza Zito utakuwa KCB pia Zito. Utangaze msimamo.
Zito today has been smoked out for long. I don't know where her loyalty lies, but today
KCB.
She's a banker just like Arocho. And today, remember, in Turkey, we're going to face the Russian national football team. There's Harambee Stars in an international friendly match. And from that today, we ask you your thoughts, your message to Coach Engin Firat as the Stars battle the Russians this afternoon. Your message to Harambee Stars coach Engin Firat as Stars tackle Russia today. Talk to us, 22422. At Citizen TV Kenya, at Isaac Swila, of course, hashtag Daybreak. We will be sampling your feedback during and at the tail end of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin from there. Harambee Stars in action today. We've seen Engin talk a lot. He said he shouldn't be put under pressure. He knows the kind of players they want. And of course, we'll be looking keenly into that match. Arocho, maybe we can begin with you. Your expectation today?
Let the coach be informed that we have to put him under pressure. The coach is being paid by taxpayers' money. If I put my president, William Samoei Ruto, under pressure, who is he? You know, the problem with this coach, he feels that he's coaching a village team. He's coaching our national team. We have to give him pressure, and that's why we pay him.
Is he being paid?
Okay, regardless of, but he ultimately will be paid.
When I grow up, I want to be Engin Firat.
No, ultimately he's going to be paid.
From November, alisema jalipo.
This guy, for me, it's a script. These guys are playing a script. Once the current regime has left, whoever will come in will have to pay him through Kenya's hard-earned tax, whatever. But coming back to this match, I think it's a good match. We are playing high profile. Why am I saying we are playing high profile? Look at the fact that we are currently 109 in the FIFA ranking. Russia is 59. So basically, Russia are doing us a favor, a very big favor.
A very big favor, and because they are sanctioned by FIFA at this point in time. Under normal circumstances, would we have earned this friendly?
That one aside, Swila, that one aside, with the fact that we're going to play Russia today, for me, it's a big thing. I think this is the first time Kenya is playing an European side. I have never had Harambee Stars playing any European side. But going into the game, I think the coach also needs to be asked a lot of questions. The kind of players that he picked for that match, the kind of provisional squad that he has. For example, someone like Ovelo Cheng. For me, surely, guys, we have better players to include in that team. Why am I saying so? Look at the fact that in September we'll be hosting CHAN. We need the foreign-based and the local-based players to start filling that international kind of CHAN. But when you bring in someone like Ovela, who has not perhaps played international football for about 3-4 years, he doesn't have a club. Going by my records, his consistency in his club is also a question to be discussed. We need to have the likes of Omala, who is currently playing so well, scoring goals in that team. And
Zita, taking it from Arocho, Omala's absence and probably Engin Firat's love for foreign-based players. What do you make of that?
I think a lot of people are saying maybe it's a quick fix. Because a quick fix actually, because you know international players are exposed to playing with these European players. So, but again, as we said here, every coach has their own tactics. They know what they need in to play the game. So maybe he has his own tactics, and he thinks maybe a lot of things that he can get from what he wants to play to display comes from the foreign players who are again Kenyans again, but we need more of the local players to blend again with the other players, because so that even for them to feel the way Arocha said, to feel what is happening outside there, and then even the exposure. We need the talent here that need to be exposed outside. They're giving the boys here in who are playing KPL exposure outside. It frames their mind on, now I want to play and go somewhere else, you know. Something else I know, I went outside and people are really talking, it's a good friendly, and everyone is saying let be a very good game. Let them display a very good game. I know they don't want to talk about results, because there was a game on Friday. Russia played with Morocco and they won 1-0. Cameroon, I mean. And they won 1-0, and it was Russia displayed a very good game, knowing that Cameroon has a very strong team playing with them. So for us, we would need a very good football display. We don't want to talk about results, but
good display. Yeah. Let's take a look here what Engin Firat has to say ahead of this clash.
I think the boys worked very hard in the camp. Yeah, this camp was also important for us, next to the match that we had first time to train and to go deeper in some positions in detail work. So we have done our work, we are ready for the match, and I think even if Russia is a really top team, you saw it especially against Cameroon, how easy they win. They could even win very high in this match. So therefore we expect a really tough team. So, and we will try our best to make the people in Kenya proud. A different intensity or tempo which we have international. So these boys needs more time, but I think they worked also well. Maybe one of them will make a surprise in the first 11. We will see at the match day. You know, anyway, Anyambe, they didn't let him go. And we will see also with Ayub. We will make the last test, and after this we decide how we will go on.
Well, it's on the eve of the game, and the team is prepared. You know, we've had a good preparation here in Turkey. The players, the morale in the camp is quite high, and everybody is expecting a good game, you know, an interesting fixture against Russia, who are one of a good team, you know, ranked 39th in the whole world, and we are going out to compete, you know, such kind of friendly, you know, we get experience to learn a lot of things, and now in our last preparations before World Cup qualifiers begin, I believe it's going to be a good test against the Russian team to see and gauge ourselves where we are.
Kenda, taking over from what Coach Firat and Miko Lunga are saying there, good, friendly they believe, and look at the fact that Ayub Timbe going to be out of this friendly. Does it probably give Firat a chance to try others?
You know, just to be very realistic, I'm always very straightforward. I see no progress for the national team under Engin Firat. This guy is just nimpita njia tu. Kwa sababu if you look at it, how do you drop one of the top scorers in the Kenya Premier League with no excuse? Is Kenya going to progress under Masoud Juma? Is our future under the likes of Masoud Juma? We're talking about going to the African Cup of Nations 2027. Actually, you have that privilege. We're going to be the host. He talked about last week, these kind of friendly matches are supposed to expose players. But these top players, when you expose, you not drop. What is the category, the criteria of picking players for the national soccer team? I just have a feeling you need to have a super agent who will influence you being called up for the national team. If your agent is not that strong, I don't think you're going to be called for the national team. I mean, everyone raised... This guy has scored a brace in a derby, the biggest game in the Kenya Premier League. He's on form. Future Kenyan football equal under the likes of Omala. So when you're dropping them with these high-profile friendly matches, how do you expect them to be exposed?
Thank you.
That's why I'm saying Engine Firat is just... Unajua kuna hii series naona sasa Israel na Hamas. But I think this guy, ukiangalia progress yetu ya ball. I mean, we play, what kind of friendly matches we play? Pakistan.
Iran.
Pakistan ukisikia ni cricket. Sindio? Qatar played in the World Cup because they were the host. They're not like they're a top team.
And actually, that's what I asked Kianda. In fact, what you are raising. Had FIFA not suspended Russia because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, had Kenya secured a friendly against the Russians?
I really doubt. And I just hope...
You've not mentioned Iran.
Iran. Then you lose against South Sudan. How? Now, then you're like... Now, we're talking about Chan. Rogers talked about Chan next year. It's a local-based... for local-based players. Which means this local, like Senegal, are the defending champions for Chan. They're the African champions. Chances are that they will have a strong team heading into the next African Cup of Nations because of the exposure the local players got during the Chan. How, if you want to develop talent, the exposure Zita is talking about, which is Europe, these are the kind of friendly matches you need to call these local-based players. Now, the question now is, how much are they being demoralized? Wale local, like, mi najituma, man. Lakini umse hata ni select. You can imagine how discouraged these people will be. So that's what I'm saying. These guys we have the right to question Firat.
You have to question
his criteria of selection for the national team. Kenyans are not stupid. Kuzusha tumala kwenye mechi.
Niki real quick kabla tuende Kisumu.
Kwa haraka tu nafikiri nitaunga mkono chenye Kianda na Rocha na pia Zita amesema kuhusiana na Omala. Unajua sasa hivi katika peak anafunga magoli. Mtu kama kocha unafaa uweze kusettle kwa mchezaji haraka akiwa katika ubora wake. Sasa hivi Omala katika ubora wake na nafikiri venye amesema Rocha ni kwamba tunafaa tuweze kuzungumza, tujiulize maswali kwa nini aliweza kumwacha nje licha ya kwamba sasa hivi ni mojawapo ya wafungaji wazuri. Miaka miwili ijayo ama tuseme kwamba mwaka mmoja ujao ile form ambayo kwamba sasa hivi maybe uende ikawa labda imeshuka. Kwa hivyo unamhitaji kwa kipindi cha sasa hivi. Lakini pia tuongere pia upande wa shirikisho na pia kocha kuweza kupata mechi ya Urusi licha ya kwamba hawajakuwa active katika soka la kimataifa na jambo ambalo kwamba si rahisi. Kwa hiyo lazima tuweze kukupongeza. Nakumbuka akisema ya kwamba kuna baadhi ya mechi za kimataifa ambazo kwamba anapiga tu simu moja na mechi inaingiliana. Lakini kwa upande wa Urusi
hapo nakupinga.
Just to add something.
Hapo nakupinga kabla lakini ndio ngoja nikuulize swali. Mimi babangu amenipeleka shule. Nimpigie makofi kwamba alinipeleka shule.
Lakini kuna mechi ambazo tunazitafuta tukitafuta mechi ya kirafiki dhidi ya timu kama Ufaransa, timu ambayo imeshinda kombe la dunia mwaka 2018. Utakubaliana na kwamba si jambo kwamba rais. Sasa hivi shirikisho likiandikia barua timu likiwaambia timu kwamba tunahitaji kuweza kucheza pamoja nanyi. Utakubaliana nami Arocho kwamba si rahisi. Kwa hiyo kupata mechi kama ya Urusi tuweze kusema kwamba unaweza wakishinda Urusi watakuwa wanapanda katika FIFA.
Let's go to Kisumu. This gentleman won't agree.
30 seconds about Omala.
James Okoth in the lakeside city of Kisumu. James, good morning to you.
Good morning, Swila from Kisumu. We are up and running. We've just joined in the hot discussion currently.